Ladies and gentlemen of the Olden era, I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to another Hero Spotlight. Today we're going to be talking about Elder Tss'Kish here, the big tree pimp himself, rocking the glorious mushroom eyebrows as well as a moss nose. But this guy is hands down my favorite hero in the faction. Not only is he extremely fun and thematic to play, but I think he's also going to be very powerful in the early game, the mid game, and especially powerful in the late game for a couple combos that we're going to be talking about. So what does this bad boy do? Urbomancer growth in your cities is increased by 1, pretty standard for any of those type of characters that are augmenting a certain creature type. And your Urbomancers are going to be getting speed, initiative, and HP as well based on his presence. Their attack and defense also scales for every 3 hero levels he gets, and enemy Urbomancers lose an equal amount of attack and defense. More of a niche thing, but still could be relevant in a mirror match. So he's going to be starting with 8 Fawns, which are your basic archer units, as well as 2 to 3 of the Urbomancers. Now, this gives you a very, very effective early game creeping where you can camp your archers in the corner, poke them, and when they get close, you can go into the Urbomancers and beat them down with his Pimp Cane. And out of the gates, with the Murmuring, you're actually going to be able to launch bees at people very, very quickly. So, his abilities and what does he come with? He does have basic Murmuring, generating focus charges at the start of every battle. This is going to be something that you want to prioritize upgrading, at least getting to the advanced Murmuring, because that will give you 2 focus charges at the start of your battle, allowing you to launch the bees instantly. Not the bees, Nicolas Cage knows. Thaumaturgy also is a little bit less relevant in the early game because your spells are going to be so expensive with the limited mana pool, but late game, Thaumaturgy plus the upgraded Urbomancers is one of the most cracked combos. So Thaumaturgy allows you to cast 2 spells, and then once you upgrade your Urbomancers to the Sporomancers, the Mushroommancers, the Mushroommancers reduce the cost of your spells, and they allow you to activate with focus points, generating you another spell cast that turn. So with this bad boy, you're going to be able to cast theoretically 3 spells a turn, which is super busted. If you guys saw a stream, maybe it was like a week ago or something, we had great success using that, and casting 3 spells a turn is pretty nuts. He does also start with Songs of Power, which is okay in the early game when you're creeping around the map. It kind of allows you to skip making a Mage's Guild and just use what mana you have on this, and reset the cooldown on your bee launcher so you can just spam bees all over everybody and, give them the business. Anyways, let's load in, and we're going to show you a week 1 build order and go from there. All right, guys, here we are with our bee man, and we're going to be going to our city and showing you the build order out of the gates. So first things first, there's a couple of variants of how to play this build. This is the one I've enjoyed the most, but I think on harder difficulties it may struggle. But on just basic hard difficulty, just 100% difficulty, I think it works pretty well. But again, I'd be open to some feedback and success that you guys have found or will be finding soon. So firstly, what I like to do is upgrade the hop patch. Now, the reason why we upgrade this first is because it gives you the upgraded bad boys here, the hoplets. And these ones are super good with a focused build. Let me go ahead and show you what they do real quick. So we're going to go to the Dawn Hoplets, which is what we're focusing on here. These guys, when you activate them, they generate 1 focus charge. It's super, super good. So the idea with this is when you have these guys in your stack here, you're going to go ahead and split them up like that. Let me make sure I actually got the right ones. Yes, I did. You can just spam these 1 stacks to generate 1 focus charge each, allowing you to spam more and more bees and abilities at your opponent. They're also pretty good. They have no retaliation with Swift Strike and are decent little fighters. So out of the gates, you're going to be opening up with the hop patch. Then from there, you want to get the Shroomwood Shack on turn 2. Now, it's a little bit cagey skipping past the week, 2 at least Grove Palace. You're going to be a little bit behind on resources, but it gives you very good creeping. So what you do out of the gates is you go like creep a nearby camp, and then you come back and get the Urbomancers and go the other direction, and then you really start creeping in earnest, right? So what you do, you get the hot patch tier 2, the Shroomwood Shack, and then you're going to get Grove Palace 2 and 3 if you can afford it, index into a bank, and then you're going to get Fortifications 1 and Fortifications 2. The reason why you want Fortifications 2 here is because that's going to give you 50% increase in your dwelling here. And a lot of this build in the early game, you're going to be indexing into the Fawn Huts and getting the Archers with the Hoplets and then the Beekeepers and playing a very cagey, ranged, defensive turtling build using magic. Of course, later you'll be indexing into the Blooming Pond, the Menhirs, and some of the more advanced units, but out of the gates, you're just going to be focusing on these units. All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Firstly, we're going to want to grab the Lumber Mill, grab this. We can grab some experience, where we can. Advanced Murmuring is the one you want to get out of the gates. And the focus charge limit being increased by 1 is not bad. Child of the Woods has insanely good scaling. Early on, it's not the craziest because, 30 mana, but in the late game, this is very, very good. It's going to let you cast like an extra very powerful spell, right? So we have a little bit of creeping we can do down here. These guys are melee focused, so we can go down there and do that. And you'll see there's going to be some losses, but obviously we want to fight this, right? All right, so we're going to get you here and get the archer here. We will surround them with these guys and then just saturate you guys here and here. And we should be good to go. So these guys are fast and furious, but because of the murmuring, we can put the bees on them. Not the bees. So we're going to go ahead and launch the bees here. Kaboom, there's the bees. And now we can use these characters with their morning dew and check this out. Oh, yeah, dude, let's go. And we're able to get that, so we could just wait. And, you know, with that, since the Beekeeper ability has a cooldown, we can probably use our Magic Missile here just to soften these guys up. So we're going to soften them up a little bit, use the Hoplets and the Hoplets. There we go. And then the Archer can go soon. We'll just wait on you. And we have full focus again. I think we'll keep working on this guy. Big Dog's coming, so they're going to make their way downtown. These guys have the Swift Strike, so you can go in and attack with them and not worry about retaliation. And they're a decent little unit, so we get in there, we boink you. This guy could go try and bait out some attacks as well, though they can't quite reach us anyway, so there's not too much sense in sacrificing the unit. So now we're on turn 2, and we're going to use Songs of Power on Bee Pimp. So now he's able to launch the bees, and we're going to spread the love a little bit. We're probably going to butter this one up. Yeah, so we butter you up, it does damage, and then we just wait, and we keep waiting, and waiting. And then we can use the Morning Dew to generate some focus and get the Archer to keep buttering up this one. Now, when they activate, the bees, see, it brought it down to 1 model, right? So the Beekeeper there, very, very good. And he's a good fighter in melee, too. There will come a time when you want to just get out and go fisticuffs with him. And we will probably just use the Magic Missile to butter that one up, because this one's going to die from the Alpha Strike, probably, from the Beekeeper and all these little gremlins jumping on it. Yeah, there you go. We can restore mana too. I mean, these characters are so solid, the Herbomancers. You can regenerate mana, which stays with you. It's just so good. Okay, so from here, this guy's going to be able to get a couple of them. He'll probably go for the 4-stack, honestly, or maybe even go for the Archers. So we want to use the Magic Missile here, soften them up, and then he's going to come down here as far as he can. Throw an attack there. This guy will die when he activates, so probably best to go down here and try and finish off this one right now, because the bee damage over time ability procs when they activate. So we're going to go ahead and keep circle beating you. Get the Archers to butter you up also. And, oh, yes, they do have that ability where they can resurrect things too, yeah. That's unique to these guys. All right, so let's go this way, launch some bees there, and then we just beat them down. So that is kind of an example battle. We lost one guy. Pretty good stuff, right? We're going to grab that, get the permanent knowledge. So then you head back to your base, pass, and then we go to the base. So next we want to build the Shroomwood Shack. And we're going to max out on Beekeepers. This is going to exponentially scale your creeping. It's so freaking good. So now we have 6 of these guys. So these damage over time ability is going to be pretty nasty. Now, getting that gold camp would obviously be pretty big. Yeah, but you want to find your ore, because ore is going to be a limiting factor. Granted, getting the gold as well is quite good. But, you know, that's a lot of Skelly Archers, but they have very bad initiative. So we can probably come down here. Let's see if we can do better than that. I don't know if we will, but we will try. Let's get the battle. We're going to do this and get the Archer in the corner again, just like so. Get you up here, and you can lurk there too. So now we have 6 bee pimps. We're going to go ahead and put the swarm of bees on the Archers because we want to shut them down. And then we can use this to get the Magic Missile. Yeah, just keep oinking them to mitigate their effectiveness. Pop you. Pop you. Yes, and we get morale. Pretty cute. Luck is also very good with this faction. But again, this isn't like a Grove overview. It's just how to play this, this particular build. Okay. Yeah, so the Archers shoot in. They don't even kill 1 unit. I mean, that's pretty good, right? And then we just wait here. And we are going to go ahead and get our bee launchers ready with the Songs of Power again. So we're going to use that on him. And then we can launch the bees on the Scary Boy here. We're going to use our Magic Missile to keep you getting buttered up. Pass, 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 pass. And then we can use the droplets there to get those goodies. And pass again. And the Archer, this guy will probably get close to being killed by the bees. But just to make sure he actually gets close. Yeah, it wasn't quite enough. So we can't reach you yet. Nor can he really reach much. We can even run with these little wisps, probably to try and get them away. So Magic Missile on you. The bees will get him next time. Not the bees. We could do another Nicolas Cage stack and just really spread the love, although that's on cooldown. Yeah, so we can't quite do that yet. All right, so we're going to butter you up. We're going to go ahead and wait here. And we will pass. How far can they reach? Let's go up here. And he can't reach that back one, so you can wait. You can't go over here. Yeah, so we can go ahead and just kind of kite these guys a little bit. This guy can reach you, so we want to go right there. And then the Archer can go ahead and start saturating in. You see the bees? They took him out. And now we can use Bee Pimp to karate chop this guy, although the 44 is probably more cost effective because he's going to get 2 attacks. So we'll get that guy, and then we should have enough to polish them both off. Do we have Songs of Power? We don't. Yeah, it's a couple turns cooldown. So Obviously, we want to get you, but I think we might be able to circle beat that guy since he has the B dot on him already. So we go in there, circle beat, yes. And then I think he'll get a kill on a couple of our little gremlins. But we do have this this ability here that we should have been using more effectively. And then we get that, and oh, smooth as butter, baby. Not a single loss. Glorious. All right, so Advanced Murmuring is really good. Battlecraft is decent with this build because you do end up waiting a lot. So when you wait, you get a big attack bonus. Thaumaturgy is good. You can get a bonus to your Heroic Strike, which isn't terrible. Adding all tier 1 spells to your spellbook is also pretty damn good in the early game. Or you can go for the enemy spells costing mana. Decent in PvP situations. A little bit of a hard choice here, honestly. The next tier of Murmuring, the cooldown of all hero spells are reduced by 1. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, let's go for that. We can decide later on this. So whenever friendly creatures or heroes spend focus, the cooldown of spells is reduced by 1. Now that's really good with our Songs of Power combo. Gain 1 to all. Oh, whenever friendly creatures or heroes spend focus, the hero gets +1 to all attributes until the end of battle. That's really broken, actually. That's really broken. I've seen it, but it just kind of slipped my memory. Yeah, but that's very, very good. All right, so we're going to grab some goodies here, continue creeping, and we will do this. So we're going to get this. We're okay on gold, so go for experience. Grab that, and you have a couple magic options. Primal is usually what this faction is best at. So we're going to keep fishing for Primal. We're going to do Thaumaturgy, and we can do since we have so much focus, the Heroic Strike augment is pretty good. The tier 1 spells to the spellbook, though, is not bad. I think we'll do that. Yeah, that gives you a lot of good stuff. So we'll do that and this. Just kind of keep creeping around, seeing what's cooking here. We do have a hard fight down here, but should be a good test of our build. Take the experience, and next up on the build, we want to get the Grove Palace, so we're going to go ahead and generate law points. Try and rush down the tree there. Outstanding. And you notice we didn't even buy our archers. We're just like we didn't need them. We're just saving money because the beekeeper guys do all the heavy lifting. So again, more losses here. Do we really need to take them? Let's find out on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. So you're going to go down there, kind of a deployment pattern I like. And then we need to just go after the fast units, right? So let's launch the bees. That's going to get you. Not the bees. Okay, and then we just Heroic Strike you. Soften up the fast units. And look at that. Oh, God, that's so freaking good. Look at our stats. Oh, man, that combo. That's one that I overlooked, but that's so strong. And we can even Lightning Bolt one of you guys. Yeah, just like really, really lay into him. Dude, this build is so smooth. All right, let's wait. We're going to wait. We're going to go ahead and finish you off. And we get high morale, so we'll make sure you go down to the bees. All right, so these little gremlins are quick, so we're going to move in, do a little bit of that, and Beekeeper Chad, we could do Songs of Power again if we want to, so we're going to do Songs of Power on you. And then we're going to launch more bees at the big scaries back here, probably. Yeah, so we'll soften you up. Bees are coming in. Can you reach? You can. We can also just get you with that. Come in and finish the job. And now we are going to lose one guy probably to these. Oh, shit. I meant to run with those guys. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so we should be able to finish them off here, I think. And this is even, the Thaumaturgy thing is even better too, because we got the, we can replenish mana with this guy if we saved up a little bit of focus. So we'll Heroic Strike this guy. Yeah, I mean, we probably have some Harry Potter stuff we can do too. So let's just look for like a simplistic damage spell. Yeah, Lightning Bolt is here. So we can just Lightning Bolt you guys. And then we will get this guy here. Great. And butter him up. Heroic Strike. I mean, man, how smooth is that, right? How smooth is that? Battle Magic is also super good with this guy. It's very, very good. Expert Thaumaturgy, Spell Power and Knowledge, and Restoring Mana each morning is pretty good for world creeping. I'm a big enjoyer of the Battle Magic, though. Battle Magic is super fun. So a good one to index into. So we creep this camp, creep that. And here's the break point for us. It's honestly a pretty easy week 2 break for us. All right, so we're going to go to week 3 here. And we're going to go back to the main base. And we can get the next Grove Palace. You got to evaluate your current eco and make sure you're going to have enough. So we need 15 in total here. So that's going to be 10. We're going to be too short. Do we have a... We do have the ore facility, and we already visited that. That's ore storage. We need to make sure there's more ore, or else we're going to mess up our build timing. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and get the fortifications, because that is more of the priority, right? Although the bank, how much ore does that require? That's 5 ore too, so we're going to have to adjust the build a little bit. If we had found more early ore, you know, the original build plan would be in play here, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and just play the more conservative style here and figure it on out. So now we can head down the road, making my way downtown. Thaumaturgy advancement. I mean, honestly, not bad. And we just get the spell power knowledge. I mean, that's good. All spells belonging to magic schools get level 1. Let's just take the brilliance. Not bad at all. Keep creeping around the roads. That is a lethal battle. That is a difficult one. Probably not worth fighting at this point. The peasants are surprisingly difficult, but I think we can take them using our bee magic. It's a little bit shady considering our current situation. These guys are deceivingly strong. When they die, they actually transform and become Super Saiyan. Yeah, the law points, though, will get us enough to use the riches ability. So if we go here, yeah, we're going to have enough for the resource riches. So that will probably solve our problem there. That is a lot of peasants. So can we beat them with no mana? I think we got 15 mana. Let's give it a try. Oh, okay, I guess we can. Auto-resolve. It's like, don't worry, bro, I got you. All right, so we have another easy fight here. But I think I want to head north and look for some of the mills and whatnot. And now we can do resource riches, which is going to make the build smooth. So from here, we can go ahead and get the bank. Yes, because we don't need to have the fortifications. You want to get the income building a little bit sooner if you can. Let's keep creeping around, seeing what we got. We do have a abandoned mansion, and there is a alchemy, no, ore. Okay, great. So easy battle here. You can see the auto resolves are pretty good with this bad boy. And here's another easy battle, so we're going to attack that, see if we can not lose anything. B-Man should be there, keep you guys out there. Okay. So who's going to be able to reach us? The ghouls are the biggest problem. So we're going to get the ghouls, then we're going to use this. And dude, that focus strategy is so good. All right, let's get that. And then we're going to get this, and then we're going to lightning bolt that bad boy. Lightning bolt's always a certified classic. And do this. Oh my god, that is pretty gross actually. Send you in there. Yes, and yes. So then the bees, see the bees just get the kill. We blundered by putting our weaker one out there, although they would have had an angle on us anywhere really. All right, so we are in week 2, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And then we can use Songs of Power if we want to get the bee launcher back online. Perfect. And we just pass, and we can use that. Run away with you. And you can see the bees are getting them, and then we just run an attack. So yeah, pretty okay. Pretty decent. Advanced battle magic. Every time a hero uses a spell, their attack is increased. Honestly, this is just personal preference. However you want to build out. I like the defense one with how you play, but the attack is good for your archers, spell power. I think most of our spells are going to be supporting focus, so we'll just take the attack. All right. So next up, we keep creeping the map. And looking here, obviously tax collector would be quite good. And we're going to go and we can get fortifications tier 2. Now, do we have enough for both of these? We do. So that's going to be law points. And then we'll get the fortifications at the start of the next week. Pretty doable battle here. Yeah, that's acceptable losses, I guess. You know, I think, yeah, with that range guy, we might be able to do better than that. Let's see if we can. All right, so we're not going to be too cagey with our deployment here, but we're going to get the bees here. Not the bees! And then we're going to magic missile you, and then we're also going to lightning bolt you. Primal is very good with this faction. All right, so from there, we're going to do this, and this, and this. Great, so we're maxed out. And the bees will kill those guys when they activate. So now we just need to deal with these guys on the board here. And you can see the beekeeper guy can already reach. Yeah, because we get speed bonuses from him. We're going to run you back into the corner. Use a magic missile on you. Yeah, that one they'll be able to reach a little something. We'll get the one that's closer. And with Thaumaturgy, we of course could cast more spells if we had them, but yeah, we have some other cool stuff. But yeah, let's run up here and run up here. Great. So Archer will finish you off, and the Beekeeper Chad will be able to get it done here. So we magic missile you and get that. Yeah. So again, pretty effective early game. Let's go grab some resources. This faction is a crystal faction, so you would want to take the crystals there. And now we can start, like, you always want to, the creep route, you kind of want to, like, plan to end up back towards your base. And then we're going to be able to restock from here, right? So there's a little bit more we can do out on the map. Like, getting this guy down would be nice. And then we can grab that. Then we come back there. That is a little bit better. All right, so next week, we can invest in the hoplets if you want to. This is good because it's a unit that's going to be kind of an epicenter of your build. So you can focus on them to get the spawn before the next week. And you come in, and we're going to build fortifications tier 2. Just chef's kiss. It's just smooth. All right, and then we're going to pass. Obviously not the most effective creep route, but not terrible either, I don't think. So now we have 11 bee pimps. We want to max out on archers. And then for these little bee guys, we can go ahead and you have a couple options here, like getting a treasury, or you can get an upgraded fawn hut, which is a pretty good idea too. So you could just like upgrade this. Yeah, looking great. And then your archers, you could upgrade them into the elite archers, the fawn archers. So now your creeping potential is going to be very good. So this army is going to be pretty much capable of doing like all the early game stuff. Like all these like camps are good. The breakthrough down here is also going to be relatively easy. Do we have our mana? Let's see how our mana looks. Yeah, we should have decent enough mana to cause some havoc. Okay. So we're going to go, although do we wait a full turn? Yeah, I think we weren't quite in the city. So our mana is a little bit low. Granted, I don't think it matters too much. Let's just go see what the break looks like. So we're going to go here. Obviously, it has us taking casualties. Let's see if we can do better, Let's see if we can do better. But yeah, that's the overall build, guys. This is just like a little additional fun here, but it's what you would want to do is creep around you a little bit more before trying to make a break. Granted, there is a second city on this biome, so that might be worth getting. So yeah, we have the Arbalest here, so we can unleash a bit of magic, and we still have 40 magic, so it's pretty good. All right, let's put the bees on you. Not the bees, and then we're going to go ahead and magic missile you. And then we want to chain lightning or lightning bolt you too. So that one will go down. So now we pop this, and pop this. Great. So then I think I did it one too many times. It's fine. So then we take down his marksman unit here. Great. That's a pretty good little start. We barely take any damage. We lose a couple guys there. So now we can use the Songs of Power. Oops, wrong button. Those spells kind of look similar. And we're going to launch more Nicolas Cage bees at our opponent. So let's go ahead and butter his bread. So that will pretty much... spreading the love is always good. So we're going to get the bees there. And then we will go ahead and magic missile you. So let's cast another spell first. See if we have any cool spells that we can utilize here. The lightning bolt really is the one that we want to be using, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah, that guy's going to go down to the B dot. So that one will butter up. So we're going to wait, and wait. And then we want to take you down. Yeah. Get them a little bit lower. So the B dots are doing good. We lose a couple of our one stacks. Not a huge deal. This guy's getting close. I think he will be able to get that one. So we run away. We probably... can he reach us? He cannot. It's fine. That is fine. And then the 13 stack can actually get in and punch this guy because he's higher initiative. So I'm going to be able to kite them relatively effectively here. All right. No retell on those guys. And these guys, we need to finish off the archers back there. So that's one. He's not really going to be relevant for the rest of the battle, so that's fine. Lightning bolt, we can use it to try and wipe this guy out. And then the B-man can come up and just take him down. Looking good. That guy won't be able to reach. No problemo. And yeah, we just wait, and then we can generate the droplets. Archers are not a problem anymore, so we just take you down. Yeah, we got the one archer back there, the OP morale. And now we just circle beat this guy. Yeah, good. B-man, can he reach? He cannot quite reach. So what we can do is give him the Songs of Power. It's on cooldown still, that's right. I guess we have haste. Yeah, pretty good. All right, let's get the haste over there. B-man launches it, and we can use the magic missile to make sure you go down, and you're going to get these. So yeah, very effective, right? That's our break. So we break through our initial biome. Then we're going to be able to get this. And again, you can index into pretty much any of these you kind of want to. Lowering the cooldown of spells is good. But yeah, on this map, there's a additional biome city right there, which gives you like... so yeah, creeping around here could be better, but getting a second city faster is probably just better. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that hero breakdown. He's hands down my favorite hero. I hope you guys have fun with him. And we'll see you on the other side, yeah? Take care of yourselves. Cheers.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!